Okay. I'm just going to wait a moment and see if anyone joins. And if anyone does, I will start a new game and go from there. If you hear any barking in the background or the foreground, that is just my dogs. They like to be present. Maybe too present. So if anyone wants to join, they are free to. Hi, I see we have someone here now. I have no clue if anyone else is going to join. I can see your comments. And my goal here is to start a new game. My Current playthrough is on easy. I thought I would stream normal. Since now I have visited before.
We're always free to choose. To believe what we want to believe. But when you step back, when you really look at where you've been and the things you've done, your past will come to devour you.
Here we are in 1973. Archgate Studios. Apparently we're Employee of the Month.
There you go, little guy. And only 800 more frames to go. No way I'm getting through tonight without some coffee. Probably some downstairs.
I have no clue what Audrey was drawing, but she was certainly not drawing what's on her cell there.
Time for a little adventure.
We look over here, she has the drawing from Joey Drew's apartment in the first game, signed by Henry. That's always fun to see. So a little bit of foreshadowing right from the start. It's always good to look around the office. There is an achievement for doing this 5 times. Not standing in front of it idling for 5 minutes, which is what I originally thought it was. But yeah, you get that and then you get an achievement. I've actually already earned it. Here we go, through the studio. The prologue is decently long. And there goes the power. Nathan Arch. And we have to detour through an office, because why wouldn't we?
Really? You locked me in?
1 second, please.
Today.
Okay, so, thank you for your patience. We have to go
Put this here.
collect our key, and that's actually a fun little reference to Henry in the original game's first chapter. He also wonders what in the world Bendy Cutout is doing in the middle of the room. And now we just need to get our keys.
Whew. Here's the key.
Take that. Now we go back. At this point in the game, you can't move particularly faster than this. But it does get faster later.
Not the most welcoming hallway I've ever seen. Hello? Is someone there?
So there's one other Easter egg we can get before we go downstairs. So we're just gonna call the elevator. But instead of waiting for it and going into it, we're going to go back this way. Then the first one is in here, I believe. Ah, yeah, there it is. We're going to take this ball. And we've got another one in here. And then the last one is all the way back in Audrey's office. There we go. And with all of those on hand, we can move on. I'm doing this Easter egg. I already have the achievement that comes with it, but it's honestly just the slightest bit hilarious. I'm sure if any of you have played the game, you've done it yourself at this point, but there's one in the bucket, there's two in the bucket, three in the bucket, and and that, I do believe, is one of the weirdest things in the entire game. Yeah. I think it really is the weirdest. None of these other doors go anywhere. They're all locked. Even this one that's ajar, you can't do anything, but I'm pretty sure that's where the guy we're about to see must be hiding right now, which, really creepy dude. There we go, there's Wilson.
You scared me to death.
I'm sorry, my dear.
I have to say, when I'm reading fan fiction, I cannot hear anything but a classic Igor voice for this character anymore. Not since playing this game.
All by yourself. Mind if I step in?
Of course not.
Thank you, Audrey. You look like you could use a little company.
Down we go.
It's been really nice this past week.
Just beautiful. Gorgeous.
What was that? Please tell me we're not trapped in here.
Don't you worry, my
Absolutely, most certainly, 100%
happening
a creep.
these past few days.
He is so very much a creep. Don't know which of you is here. Might even be me.
Let's see what we can find. Come along now. Old Wilson will protect you.
Just leave comments if you want to chat with me while I'm streaming. I am just fine with that.
There we are. Just a few more switches to throw. Follow me. It will be perfectly safe.
Now we have to follow this guy. Which, I don't know, he's pretty creepy. But you know, this dude Joey takes the cake as far as that goes. It's interesting looking at these. We've got Joey Drew's memorial plaque. Henry is mentioned, which I didn't think he would be at first. So that's nice to see. Just everything in here is fun to look at. I spent ages in my first playthrough trying to decide if one of these photos could possibly depict the real-life Henry. Just because. And then there's even a description of what Silly Vision is, what magic ink was for. Pretty cool, actually. He tried to create digital art before digital art existed. Of course, there are other things, like the Dancing Demon here says "Buy Bonds," so we now know that Bendy in the Dancing Demon was a propaganda film. Good to know. Lots of interesting things if you look around. This is my very first time streaming a game. I have absolutely no clue if I'm doing this correctly, but I am trying.
Looks like someone's been messing with the exhibits. There should be something on each of these pedestals. Audrey, sweet Audrey. Do an old man a favor and go find them. I'll tend to the power.
He certainly seems to like keeping his bad eye on you, which is honestly the very slightest bit hilarious. I mean, I wouldn't normally expect them to do that. Then again, it might not actually be blind. Could just be the ink. Okay, so what was it? It was a wrench, a gear, or cog, I guess. Yes, the illusion of living. Should I try and get the insanity ending with this playthrough, or not? We've got the ink. The cutest Bendy plush. I really want one of those for myself. Oh yes, go for the insanity ending. I could go for the insanity ending. Most of the collecting the illusion of living is going to have to take place much later on. But it's certainly fun to explore this game. there we go. That's everything on the pedestals. Okay, time to die.
Only one thing left to do. Pull that switch.
Here we go. And
It is done.
Wilson closes us in.
Oh, Audrey. The things you've set in motion.
Again, I don't think anyone was here when I said it before. If you hear barking in the background, I deeply apologize. My dogs really, really love to be known.
We're going home.
Stay back.
Listen to me, Audrey. Pay attention to these last words. Because very soon, you will forget everything.
Let go.
See, this line, you will forget everything, makes me think that Audrey
And I'll
knew she was Joey Drew's daughter before this.
show you the truth.
This can't be real.
I don't think she knew she was made of ink, but she knew she was Joey's daughter.
What are you doing?
Also, glad you can hear me okay. I'm playing with a brand new microphone. I've never used it before. Like I said, this is my first time streaming, so, I hope you enjoy. Bendy and the Dark Revival.
What's wrong with my hands? What's wrong with my hands? Oh, Audrey. What's happened to you?
At least you clawed your way out of the dark puddles. That's more than a lot of people can say, Audrey. More than a lot of people can say. Anyway, I realized at some point that I believe this is actually Boris's safe house from the first game. There we go. There's the first illusion of living. Only one is permanently missable. You can come back for all the others. Every great story begins in mystery. Although things may be dark at the start, the truth will illuminate your way. Don't be afraid of who you are. If you are only what you may become and banish it away, your best pal. Now I'm positive those notes are from Joey Drew. Now if they're from memory Joey, intended for Audrey, or if they're left over from for real life Joey as he got older meant for Henry, who knows. Probably meant for Audrey. Oh, here we've got another one. Geez, you'd think I was drowning kittens the way these people are looking at me. Never seen such disappointment in a person's eyes. But this is the way of things. If management can't pay their bills, then the bank takes the goodies back. Still, it does break me a bit knowing how much I love them old cartoons this place used to make. Oh well, times change, life moves on. We've got the music box, foreshadowing later in the game. Have watched a few playthroughs myself, even though this is only my second start and I still haven't finished the first one. At least I know the drill. I have to say, the rickety chairs look much better than in the first game. In the first game, I wasn't sure what I was looking at was a chair.
Attention, children of the machine. This is Wilson, your friend, your protector, for 211th.
Joey, Jack and I have been wondering if you could meet with us concerning the current situation. We have been with you for many years, and we feel we have contributed to the success of Bendy in the past. Our interest is purely in keeping this company strong. We just want to help however we can. Let's talk. Sammy Lawrence. I'm going to assume that's before he gets poisoned by ink. Poor dude. Well, I think I missed this one in the other game. Ha! I did. There's some gent parts. Just are good to have. Nothing of use to us on the shelves. Got an inkwell. Gotta wade through the ink. I went through here much slower the first time because it was just that creepy to me. The ink drips. The darkness has spread through this studio. The reaching shadows creep around you. Something hungers for your corrupted flesh. It is close, so very close. It strains to grab you, choke you from behind. You will feel its breath upon your neck. It is close. That's a voice that kind of hurts to make, but you do what you can. Deeper in we go. Oh, this one's searchable. Nothing of use. More gent parts. That's nice. Whoa. That one always gets me. That is a Piper. Oh, and here's our first recording. And in here, we can take these batteries first. But we get our first memory.
Apartment downtown. You practically hear the rats through the telephone when he called me last April. In spite of that, old Joey sounded quite happy when last we spoke. More like the excited, hopeful young man I knew once upon a time. Well, farewell, my friend. What will become of your creations?
Well, Nathan Arch, I think what became of his creations is you purchased them. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be. Then we go further in. Right, need to get the security lock. Alright, friend, see you soon. The stamina so is a problem. Excuse you. On this spot right here where this vent closes. This spot right here where this vent closes is what made me realize this is where in the first game Boris crawls through to go and open the door right in front of us for us. This is the spot where I realized we spawned in Boris's safe house. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Get off. Alright, so couldn't remember if there was anything over here or not. No. We go this way, and here's Heavenly Toys. I have to say, it still is like such an impressive view. There's lots of little goodies you can go and take a look at before we go up and we trigger the Piper to chase us. This poor Boris doll. I can't get onto the staircase, but I can get on top of these and under there. There's just nothing under there, so I'm not going to. Now, I didn't actually play Bendy and the Ink Machine. I've just watched playthroughs, so I'm no expert on the layout of the studio. As the winds are changing around here, I'm asking myself, Sean, what are you doing? There's a whole world out there, places to see, a family to spend my days with. This here's just a job. I'll have others like it, no worry there. But the important thing is, we should remember to live. I think it's time I did just that. Now, I know that was a horrible, horrible, horrible Scottish accent, but I tried. Do I have to do the voices? Probably not. Do I want to do the voices? Why wouldn't I? Anyway, let's go up and we can, trigger that Piper now. Look at that. Indeed, it has the name Henry on it. I'm going to be checking all those time clocks to see if Henry is the last one who's punched in on all of them. If he is, good on him. I mean, that takes dedication. I've gotten pretty good at that scene, at least. Okay, let's get food. And, very first time I watched the walkthrough of this game, I had absolutely no idea that Allison appeared this early, but I knew immediately she would by that humming.
I wouldn't drink too much of that if I were you. It helps patch you up, but the aftertaste...
Hello, Allison.
It's not so good. Easy now, I'm not gonna hurt you. It looked like you needed some help.
Don't touch me. What are you? Ugh, what is this horrible place?
Yeah, I remember my first day down here. I know, it's scary. But you're actually pretty lucky. The machine could have turned you into a searcher.
You mean that thing that attacked me?
No, that's a Piper. And he's part of a gang, so be careful.
I don't understand any of this. I can't think. It hurts.
You'll catch on pretty quickly, if you can stay alive. Lesson 1. Searchers don't have legs, and they tend to swarm. Look, it's not good to stay in one place for too long around here. Keep moving, and stay close to the shadows. Take my advice. Head to the upper levels. It's safer there.
Can I come with you?
You can't. I'm sorry. I have a wolf. He doesn't care for strangers.
That is an understatement, Allison. Your wolf absolutely loathes anything it thinks will hurt you.
Oh, and one more thing. Above everything else, stay away from the ink demon.
What's an ink demon?
Oh, you'll know him when you see him. He likes to smile, and he kills anything that moves.
Wait! What's your name?
They call me Alice. I'm not very fond of it.
I'm Audrey.
Well, Audrey, welcome to the studio.
I still wonder how they do that. Why I can't do that. Alright, I have no clue if I actually need to pull that, so I'm just going to leave it for now and make my way up here. And if it turns out later I do need to pull it, then I will go pull it. Around here, it's best to stay out of sight. Don't ever go running into some place you don't know what's in there. If you attack a problem head on, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And that's just foolish. You gotta watch, listen, and when the time is right, push forward. Your best pal. So yeah, no chance that's not Joey writing these. A new terror has descended into our lives. This man named Wilson. Ever since our world feels strained, like a great beast held in chains. The ink demon hasn't been seen in a long time. Many of us refuse to believe he's really gone. But what does it matter? Down here, we're all sinners. Children of the machine all have the demon in our inky blood. I mean, yeah, you kind of do, don't you? There's only so much you can do. Down we go. There's a door down there that is not open. I believe this door leads to the Angel Path and Demon Path in the original game, so it makes sense that it doesn't open in this one. Whew. There's a lot of stuff to look at, a lot to see, a lot to explore. And here's our first glance on what Audrey looks like now. You know, it's kind of a shame that they don't use the cardboard cutouts of Bendy the same way they do in the original. In the original Bendy, the Ink Demon can see through the Bendy cutouts, but they don't ever make use of that here, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, I can't wait to be able to get back there. But I'm not even at that point in my other playthrough. So not yet. Where's the toy man?
Yeah, so those Gen Corporation boys are kind of strange. Every time I come back to work, they put in even more of their pointless gadgets.
Yeah, I have that one code memorized. It's the only code I've had to use so far. Don't need more food right now. Gent parts, though. Always. Oh, here's this part. This part's creepy. Nothing behind us. And the writing changes. I think that part is awfully creepy. It's funny, these reservoirs are respawn points in this game, I believe. They're also fast travel points. Of course, I haven't unlocked fast travel in either of the games either. So, good to know though. It will make backtracking to get all of the Illusion of Living books on this much easier. Alright, forward we go. In here. And pull the lever. Now we've got access to the locker room. It's not the only locker room in the game, from what I understand. I believe there's one later in as well. I believe the one later in has a lost one in it. But here, we don't have a lost one. Thank goodness. We do have our first upgrade of the run. So what do you think? Health or stamina? Health lets us take more hits. Stamina lets us run further. I'm leaning health myself, since in normal mode, enemies do more damage. Just what I was thinking. Health it is. Gonna need it. Although at least Bendy and the Dark Revival can be played a lot like a stealth game. And I quite enjoyed playing Hitman. So, should be, in theory, enough sneaking I can do to avoid being detected. Oh, there goes the Fisher. I think that enemy is called a Fisher. You can push or you can pull that. The main important thing is getting it out of the way of the door so you can unlock it. And then this right here is maybe my favorite part, the part when you're when the atmosphere really starts getting to you. As you walk in here, you can hear the heartbeat. And it can't do anything to you yet. Not for quite a long time. But the heartbeat, means the ink demon's nearby. I don't know if it's like actually the ink demon. I'm not sure if that's the case or if it's just atmosphere. It's pretty cool either way. Oh, there goes the striker. And let's do our first save, shall we? There we go. We can listen to this for a little bit before I go and do some collecting before this area is full of lost ones.
Everyone knows that a happy work environment needs a place where you can sit back and enjoy something tasty. I'm Joey Drew, and you're standing in our grand, expensive new employee break room. My company family always deserves the best. By partnering with Briar Label and Tasty Bends, I'm able to provide the most delicious treats at a very cheap cost to our workers. Pull up a chair and chow down, my friends.
I believe it's implied in one of the books that, no, Joey did not have a cafeteria built for his workers at all, ever. Because they were able to, get food and eat at the pub on the first floor of the building the studio was in. And since they could get food down there, well, no need for the cafeteria. If it did actually exist, it was almost certainly just for showing off to investors to show, look, we've got a good area. We're taking good care of our employees. When of course, no, not really. Not Joey Drew Studios. I've got Edgar. I believe that's Barley. There's Edgar. We're heading towards the animation department. Oh good, there's another hiding spot. I didn't know that hiding spot was there. Good to know. I didn't actually know that said Trust and Joey on it before, but yeah, I suppose so. Joey is full enough of himself to have that on a motivational sign. Oh, here's another tape recorder. Let's try and get all these before we have to run around.
Different in my career. I've built steel companies from the ground up, dabbled in petroleum, even tried political office once. That Nathan Arch, they used to say. He's got the magic touch. But I'm hungry for a bit of fun, I think. Something both the masses and I can enjoy. My son suggested movies. Open a studio. Now, I love a good film as much as anyone, but the magic of animation, now there's something special. My old friend Joey knew the thrills of bringing characters to life. Rest his soul. Maybe with a bit of elbow grease and a small cash investment, I can resurrect the past.
It's not always a good thing, Mr. Arch. Now, considering where Joey's studio is and Nathan Arch's business ventures, I do believe that as Joey Drew is a caricature of Walt Disney, I do believe that Arch is a caricature of the Rockefellers. Which is interesting, if nothing else.
Locked again? This is getting old.
I know you're out there. Please answer me.
There we go. There's Allison.
Hello?
Audrey? I'm so glad you're all right.
Alice, I think you and I have very different definitions of all right.
Where are you?
Animation department entrance? But it's locked up tight.
Good. That means you're heading up. Look for anything you can use to break in. Maybe there's a gent pipe nearby. What was that?
There's something in here.
Audrey, find that gent pipe. now.
There we go. Always pays to be ready to make a mad dash. Now I might be a little bit quieter through here because I will be playing stealthy. I'll try to keep talking to you. I appreciate you coming to watch.
There's the gent pipe. Way too dark in there.
But this is about to become a stealth section. So you have no weapon. And now we have a lost one.
Open up. If I find you, I'm gonna rip your face off.
Now we get to quietly creep through. And this first sneak past him isn't that hard. It's the ones after that get a little bit trickier.
Missing a fuse. Let's see if I can find one.
Lucky for us, if we manage to get into a hiding spot, I believe they just plain stop going for you. I managed to dismiss them once by closing a door behind me, so should be fine. We just need him to start going that direction. And we can sneak right by him. Whew. And the key part of everything for now is remembering to crouch and hide. You can hear there's already one over here. They haven't come out yet, but they will.
Kitchen's closed.
Now the path he takes brings him to that radio over there.
Is anyone out there?
He's not too hard to sneak by. Just, annoying. Oh, yeah, my heart's pounding in my chest. It's, really good at gaining tension. You are absolutely right. So are we going to quickly grab these gent supplies? Don't believe there's anything here on this other shelf. We can't get in here yet. We don't have an upgraded gent pipe.
Well,
Let alone a charged one. don't need any of that yet. However, I am going to say that the cake absolutely is a lie. Now, I don't know where that guy is until after he comes back to the kitchen. So yeah, he'll come in here. I believe he comes in here twice and then he leaves. Oh, that cake was absolutely blood flavored. And I believe there's no use leaving directly behind him because he turns around and he comes back. Or no, he stops and he does that. Okay.
Next person I see, I'm gonna rip them apart. Just wait and see. Since when do shadows move?
So my plan is to wait for him to come back and go into the kitchen. I'm going to move on to the next hiding spot because last time I got chased. And I don't have a weapon right now. And in normal mode, presumably does more damage. Yeah, the sound design in this game is amazing. And here we've got the
He said the ink demon was dead, but I saw him. I did.
got the hiding places working in all their Toon Logic glory.
I don't believe in you. Leave me alone.
This is our next hiding spot. We're just going to wait for him to come by, loop around, and head back towards the kitchen again.
I'm going to rip them apart. Just wait and see. I tried to tell him he was up to something. I tried to tell him.
Whew. Yeah, my heart's pounding in my chest during all of this. I am absolutely hiding in this barrel right there alongside Audrey right now. Okay, we can't come out yet because he's going to turn into a loop. Oh yes, you're absolutely right. It 100% does. Okay, I believe next he heads back towards the kitchen. And we're through. He cannot see us anymore. I am not going to stop crouching, because we're getting close to this door. And that guy stops staring right out here. Fuck. I did not know that this was one of the lockers the Fisher hid in. Now I know better. So yeah, we're just going to wait for that lost one to go by again. And then we're going to make a run for it. Look, he's going in the wrong direction right now. We absolutely want him to go in the other direction before we come out of here. Whew. We're also going to want to eat a snack at some point, because indeed we took damage. I'm decently sure this is not going to be a no-death run, but I am certainly going to try and get at least to the Ink Demon before dying. Will I succeed? Probably not, but I will certainly try. Oh, there he is again. Okay. We made it to the next hiding spot. Who feels successful? Ooh. And the next step, once we get the jump pipe, is to, of course, kill the lost ones so that we can wander freely. I think I can stream for another hour. Possibly a little less. See, yeah, this is why he hid here. I wasn't sure how quick he would get back over there. Oh, he took a pipe. And so you can see as he walks closer, he's got a pipe. It's clipping pretty badly through his leg, but it is still a pipe.
We're not alone down here.
I'm just gonna wait for him. There. And we can head across here, and we have officially made it. For now.
Lights are on. Time to get that gent pipe.
So what we're going to wait for now is for the Lost One to come back. We're going to wait for him to create his full circuit. Because sneaking along behind him and hiding in spots on our way to the other room is a hell of a lot easier than trying to run past him. I learned the hard way. Now we're getting a different pipe. We're getting a much, much better pipe. Our pipe can be upgraded to open doors. Gent is shady as hell, but, well, you do what you do. There's so many little sound cues in this game. I think I'm going to put my headphones on. Oh, there's him.
Since when do shadows move?
When do shadows? Can you still hear me?
Don't cry for me. I want to die.
There, can you hear me? Am I back? Yeah, it switched my headphone microphone, which is not what I wanted it to do. My headset is for phone calls, not video games. Did you just step on your brother? Don't step on your brother. Okay, let's close this behind us. There we go. Now we can stand.
At the end of every crumbling empire, you gotta hide the treasures. Mr. Cohen brought me in to catalog and secure some of Joey Drew's more special assets in places no one will ever find them. Sure, that sounds completely legal, right? Anyway, I'll be leaving some clues around so we can find them later. Just remember, this nonsense wasn't my idea. So, here's my first little hint. I finally found a use for those silly motivational posters here in the atrium offices. They're sure to make quite an impact. I can't believe I just said that.
Don't worry, lady. We can't believe you said that either. Oh, slugs. We're going to need those. Ah, slug as in a penny slug, so a fake coin. Like in that song, I'm getting nuttin' for Christmas. Yeah, I think if he left footprints, it would be too easy to work out his path.
At least now I can defend myself.
I'm gonna rip you apart!
Well, good to know he's scripted to pop up there. And good thing there's so much food through here. Probably because this is where you're learning the ropes. Yeah, they move pretty quickly. There we go.
Well, we hit rock bottom. No doubt about it. And by all accounts, I don't even know how this studio's still going at all. Like, if you follow the money, you just hit a big old brick wall. Well, let me tell you, blank ledgers, spare cash, weird amounts that plain just don't add up. There's still income finding its way into the books, but I can only tell you for the life of me, I can't figure out where it's all coming from. Though the obvious answer here is a gent privately pouring.
Oh, right, the poster. That is actually what I came in here for.
Really creeped me out. Especially that Mr. Gray. He doesn't seem to be motivated by money. And he sure
Thank you for the reminder. I really need that second upgrade. I'm not going for the Easter egg that's also back there. But, I need that Easter egg. Health or power next, because if I go grab that, upgrade after getting the powers, I could upgrade the powers. So, you two vote. What should I do next?
What was that? Is anyone out there? Since when do shadows move?
Now this office, I could have entered through the door a little while ago, but pick up all these slugs. Nothing neat in the drawers. I've got a battery. Some parts. And a toolkit. Good, good. Good, good. Okay. Now, going in here actually serves no purpose. In the first game, it really isn't that big. But I do believe Henry would agree with you. Anyway, we'll get the poster in there in just a second. It took me forever to find this one out in the hall last time. There, it's unlocked. Well, let's get our power, and then we will turn around and come back and heal up, and also get that upgrade.
No one can take it from me.
Oh yeah, the demo must have looked pretty different from the final game. And this scene with the dark puddles does a really good job foreshadowing what Audrey is. It does a really good job with that. We are going to backtrack, but first, we're going to deal with this searcher and get the tutorial. There is a lot of lore. And yeah, if we come across any lost ones again, there is an achievement for bashing them with your jump pipe, but there is an achievement for banishing them with your new pretty hand, too. I know there's more food around. Might have to go back to the kitchen, which is fine. And you said ability, right? Won't have to cool down so much between between using our ability. Which is good, because we get some more abilities later that are, Now, there isn't actually much reason to be going this way. If I could move fast enough for long enough, playing the radio up in the cafeteria, there is a Dungeons and Dragons reference behind this door. We have character sheets for Bendy, Alice, and Boris. But in the other playthrough, I was not able to move fast enough. I think it's something I have to come back for when I have significantly more stamina, which I unfortunately do not at the moment.
I don't believe in you! Leave me alone!
Okay, there's not actually anything else for us back there at the moment. So forward we go. And that was probably a good time to save again. So yeah, the ink on the wall that says "you don't have to kill me" is 100% correct. You do not have to kill this searcher, and I have no intention to. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Oh, here's another time clock. It still is Henry. Good. Yeah, I just needed to clear that one out. Yeah, we're not going to get a gent card right now. It gives you access to some goodies.
That's one leap of faith I definitely won't make.
But frankly, we don't need access to those goodies. As long as I remember to hide from lost ones. Although we are low on health. So we can't reach the employee lockers. Oh, that helps. There we go. But I believe there is actually another upgrade past there. We just can't reach it at this point. So a bunch of lost ones wander through here. I don't remember how many come through all at once. And I don't know if they come back, because last time I killed them. I just want them to all go past me again. I'll leave the locker. I'll see if I can, So I'm running quite low on health now. I don't think I'm getting through here without dying. That's okay. I'm almost at the Ink Demon segment. So I know there's one more lost one. And it was the one that came over here, I think. So, yeah, I can hear his footsteps now.
Oh, I don't think answer her.
Well, that failed. But you know, I tried. I did, I tried. Do you want to listen to what Joey Drew has to say about everything, or would you just like me to move on to the next room? Oh, maybe I can't move on to the next room without listening. That's a pain.
Here's where the magic is made. I'm Joey Drew, and our story begins quite literally in one of our many writer rooms, just like this one. That's right. All your favorite vendors.
He has a lot of nonsense to say about how wonderful his studio is. I play both good and asshole versions of Joey Drew. Should probably be watching my language a bit better. But I don't think there's actually a better name for Joey. Canon Joey. He's pretty horrible.
When it's complete, the script finds its way to our many artists in the art department. You'll be seeing our real Joey Drew Studios team hard at work on our tour of Animation Alley very shortly. But right here, you can see a typical office where characters are being lovingly crafted with very careful attention.
Oh, and don't worry, it gets way worse than that. All right, here we go. Yeah, you'll hate his voice a lot more the more of this game you get through. Snugs. That's the thing is Joey Drew is a caricature of Walt Disney, right down to, I'm pretty sure they used Walt's portrait to base his model off of. And that's the reason why I think Nathan Arch is a Rockefeller caricature. It's also why I think Joey could be so much better designed. And then poor Henry really got the short end of the stick because they made him look so generic. Like, they could have made him a memorable character, but instead he looks awful. Poor dude. His voice still doesn't match the age he is, but I guess being an ink copy explains that. Except I don't believe he really is an ink copy. Oh, here we are. We're reaching the end of chapter 1. Oh, you want more Henry too? Okay, I might stop here at the end of this chapter after the Bendy cutscene. If you guys are fine with that.
Bendy? You're real? Oh, this is amazing. It's okay. I won't hurt you. I promise. It's okay. See? I'm your friend. I won't hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry.
So there's two interpretations here because
I'm so sorry.
the next bit starts with your being hunted by the ink demon. And so there's two things that could be happening here. The first one is, well, you could have just really, really upset the ink demon. He might be really mad you shocked him. The other thing that could have happened is you accidentally destroyed the seal on the ink demon. And if you destroyed the seal on the ink demon, what does that mean? That means that the ink demon can now get out. So we are, in fact, at the point where I paused my easy copy. What do you say? You want me to give one one round of hide and seek against the ink demon to go before I stop?
Who's out there? Is that you, Phil? I told you I'm not opening the door until you bring me my pictures. I drew them. I want them back.
And these are here just to remind you you can hide in them. I'm pretty sure. Don't be fooled. That last one is as crazy as all the others. Okay. I will give one round of hide and seek with the ink demon to try. So I'm not going to talk much through here because the ambience is just so... Okay, let's go. Okay, should be soon, that first sign. And see, this is the only part of the game that hints at the ink demon being able to see you through the cutouts still. Yeah, I have the game on bright, not its default setting. I have it on the brightest setting just because I absolutely hate fumbling in the dark. And of course, we saw the ink demon creep through here. Yeah, they did an absolutely amazing job with the Ink Demon's voice. This is easily the most stressful part of the game. Oh, that didn't work. Did I miss a switch? Or event? I think this is just the way I came. Okay, and that's the end of chapter 1. Start chapter 2. And that is all I'm going to stream today. Thank you for joining me. I will I will stream this again tomorrow. After I finished it on easy, just so that I know what I'm doing. Alright, bye.